live.
Ta-da.
I want the ta-da.
Ta-da. So,
So,
first snow of the winter season in New Jersey.
I could probably swing the camera around.
Oh, you
People
could
see
share
the
it.
snow. Maybe
Well,
I won't do
Or you can go to my page and just look at what the snow looks like on my Facebook page. And you posted too.
that. Yeah, I did. I posted a reel of the Bobcat driver
You
who
like
was outside
you like that kind of thing.
cleaning. Well, truth of the matter is, I was hoping to go outside and maybe the
snow
guy would
angels?
no. I was hoping the guy would let me drive
Oh,
the Bobcat. But I doubt if he would have let me. Maybe next time I'll ask.
I think there's insurance.
I don't want to. Well, I'm sure it would not be. Wouldn't he shouldn't let me drive the Bobcat, but I could always ask.
So
just looks like fun.
I hope you're all having a great weekend. I hope you're all safe. I hope you're all warm. I hope you're all enjoying what has been the first week of January. A swift
Can
7
you
days.
believe the first week is over?
No. And you
always
know
go
what?
through-
The rest of it is going to go pretty darn fast.
Yes.
But we
as
do
it-
have an
as
extra
it
day
does.
this year.
Right, leap year.
So
And we'll be celebrating.
Martha's
we have-
anniversary.
Right, Martha and Bill, our friends,
Martha and Bill's anniversary.
got married on
Good.
leap year, so they celebrate their anniversary every 4 years. They've been married a while now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are. So I'm wearing this shirt for a reason. I don't know if you remember this shirt. Lindsay and Alex, our children, bought it for me for one Mother's Day. It is, you know what? They should have continued having this shirt. This is an Isogenic shirt. And I don't know, I feel like my hair. It's in my face. And the reason I wore the shirt is because it has a lot of words on it, but it also has a logo. So I remember when we first started with Isogenics back in 2015. Well, it wasn't the first time, but that's a whole other story.
Right.
But anyway, it was the second time
Second.
around. But I do love the well-being lifestyle that we enjoy on Isogenics. But I also like wearing branded apparel if it's something I really believe in.
Yes.
And our kids bought this for me. And I started saying, I didn't really know what this was, this angel and the A. And the A was for associate, which is like kind of the first entree point of joining Isogenics because it is a network marketing company.
Mhm.
So you can just be a product of the products, which we are. But this t-shirt I really love because of all the words on it. And all the words are their values, their company values. And, it's freedom and gratitude. And you can read them better than me.
Well, I don't want to get too close.
Right, because I might tempt
Well,
you.
but you forgot to do something when we started.
You kissed me.
I did. I don't think we did.
It's
I don't think
We did!
I don't think we
Oh
did.
my God, we
No,
did!
I don't think we did.
We did. It's recorded.
No, we'll have to go back. I'll bet you. I'm willing
Wow.
to bet.
Talk about
I'm willing to
memory.
bet that
I'll
we
do
didn't
it
kiss.
again anytime. We did.
You-
Oh my
she
goodness.
fact checks me. Nope,
Oh my
I
goodness.
bet
Okay,
you
I
not.
wish we could rewind right now. Okay.
we can't.
I don't know. I hope we're entertaining you. That's what really counts. So I do pretty much everything with intention, everything with purpose. Everything has a reason. I always answer the why. But there's something I do at the beginning of every year. And everybody, and this is something I've consistently done since 2017, since I learned about it. And there's a book called One Word That Will Change Your Life by John Gordon, Dan Bitton, and Jimmy Page. And the website is getonewords.com if you want to check it out. But I'm going to share a little bit of it today. So I'm wearing, like I said, the reason it's all related, not only all the words on my goodness, I wish I could read all of it. Purposeful, family, fun, goal, value-driven
Gratitude.
leadership.
Attitude.
Oh my goodness, there's so many amazing words on this.
You're like a word search, virtual word search. I can circle.
I don't know. I love
But
this
I won't.
shirt. It says Shirley a hoodie, by the way. But so the other thing is when I was going to an Isogenics conference, and I think it was the one I was going to in Texas, San Antonio, Texas, almost positive. It was the first um, event
Mhm.
of the year.
So you would pick
On the
one
plane,
word.
no,
Uh-huh.
on the plane, I had learned about
Okay.
choosing one word that will kind of be the roadmap for the year and
Okay.
to focus on the word, to like
Okay.
live it. And you're going to see it. It's like, and I did. Every time I chose a word, I saw it everywhere.
Mhm.
So in 2017, my word was driven.
Uh-huh.
And then in 2018 was breakthrough. And I'll never forget, I did a vision board. And it was so much fun putting together, I like collages. And one of the top words I put at the top was breakthrough. And I remember it was off of an Oprah magazine. I'll never forget that, cutting it out. And then in 2019, it was Elevate. And that was the year that we were doing Canapapa. And then in 2020, I said, ready. And it was also Cultivate. I also have a hard time editing. You're the master editor. And then in well, actually, one of the other words that was on my list for 2020 was pivot, believe it or not.
Mhm.
And it was actually,
So we're going to
I
talk about.
chose-
So we're going to talk about your current word.
yeah, I'm going to get
Word
to
of
that.
the year,
But I
okay.
want you to know I chose the word pivot in 2020, even though I didn't focus on it,
Uh-huh.
not realizing it was going to be the year of the pandemic
Gotcha.
when everyone had to pivot, right?
Correct.
So it's still a word that I feel is kind of the common denominator of our lives, of everybody's lives moving forward. No, I wanted to kind of tell people about the word. And when you choose your word, yes, we're going to talk. I really am going to encourage you to choose your word because it should be in every sphere of your life. And that's mentally, physically, emotionally, financially. I don't even know what I say: mental, physical, emotional, spiritual, relational, financial. Okay. And that encompasses a lot of life.
Mm-hmm.
And have you ever thought of having a word?
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm putting on the spot, but
Mhm.
because by the way, actually, I don't really want to put
No,
you on
I've
the
given
spot.
this a lot of thought. I know.
You have?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
What's your word?
The.
Got it. And why is your word that?
I'm the. I kid. It's not my word. How can that be my word? How could the?
Well, the thing is, it's interesting. What I encourage you all to do is make a list of words. And then you got to kind of fine tune it.
I have 2 words.
2 words.
I have 2 words. Yes. 2 words.
Go ahead. My comedian. Here's my comedian that I
No,
know.
no, no.
2 words.
One is
2.
resilience.
Okay.
And the other, which I think is even kind of really more my word, even though resilience is kind of part of my core, is foresight. And we talk about that in one of our upcoming podcasts about, how, people go through life, and their specialty is hindsight, and, unfortunately, hindsight is only good when you learn from it. And you no longer have to rely on it. I prefer to have foresight to be able to see what's coming.
How
down
is
the
that
road.
going to help you achieve your goals? How is that word going to help you?
So being
and if you had to
able
narrow
to,
it down, which word would you choose?
I think
Which word would
for
you take? You had to
being
choose
that
one.
resilience is just part
For
of
the
my
year.
makeup.
Then
I think foresight is my word of the year, and being able to see, I don't want to say like see into the future, but I think back to my driver's ed teacher. He said a couple, I don't remember his name, but he said a couple things that always stuck with me. And he always said the most important thing in driving is to aim high in steering. And so what that means is
Yes.
when you're steering and you're looking down the road, don't look at what's just over your front bumper, but instead look down the road to see what's coming, so that if there's anything that you need to steer out of the way of, you have time to do that.
So how are you
If you're
going?
if you're just steering your life with what's right in front of you, I think you're more apt to make some last minute decisions that might not be beneficial to you. And I think if you were looking a little bit further down the road, further ahead, you'd be better off. So
So
I
you
think
think-
honing your foresight.
So it could steer you right in a better direction.
Correct.
Because you're going to anticipate.
Either steer you in a better direction or steer you away from something that's not good for you.
Okay. But
if you're not paying attention
Uh-huh.
to what's down the road,
Okay.
if you're too focused on the immediate
Right there.
moment, you're not seeing what's next.
So I'm like thinking
You may miss it.
I'm thinking about like when we drive to go in and out of our community, there's a lot of speed bumps. No, I'm for some reason this is what I'm thinking of.
But if you're looking for it, then you have time to slow down and manage that speed bump instead of barreling through it and banging the chassis on the ground and having your wife yell at you, "What are you doing?"
So you know what? That's pretty cool. You have used that word a lot lately, and I think it's great that that is the word that you are embracing to being your word. Now, what you're going to see, okay? Because if you think about it, you're talking about it in mentally, physically, emotionally, okay? So it's not just, I mean, it's in a lot of decision making, but it also impacts your intentions, your goals. So your word should be your compass, and your word should guide you. And you do always have to assess where you are right now. So my word, which I had chose a couple of months ago, like right before the new year, is thrive. And that means not just about surviving or getting by, right? It's about achieving a certain level of success, and that is defined by me and us. And also, it's also achieving a certain level of contentment, and that is in all areas of our lives.
Mhm.
And always, and this is very Holly, obviously, is always aiming for an existence that is vibrant and full of potential. So that is thrive. And thriving is, whether it be what motivates you, what inspires you, what, goodness, it sets the foundation for like everything you do. And if you approach life like that. So the thing is I encourage you all to really go to getoneword.com and or read the book. It'll take a whole hour. Honestly, I read it on a plane ride to this conference.
Uh-huh.
I read it and I kind of like I like to do is brainstorm. I wrote down so many different words and then I kept narrowing it. But I will tell you, you will see your word. You will see it in Facebook posts. You will see it on billboards. You will see it on TV. You will hear it. People will say it. Like I will tell you 2 words that I have, then they haven't been my words, even though pivot I kind of said was one of my words in 2020.
Right.
And that was a coincidence.
There are no coincidences.
As you say, but
There aren't.
But you will see, I started saying the 2 words that we have seen and heard hundreds and hundreds of times is next
Yes.
and pivot.
Correct.
It is part of
I would agree with that.
the language and the scripting and the dialogues and the sharing that is going on in every aspect of our lives. So I'm not necessarily choosing that word. I want to choose something. I want to thrive because I think at 61 years old, I was actually just watching
How old are you?
61. Sunday morning when I watched it this morning, Jodie Foster's 61 too, the
Uh-huh.
actress.
Mhm.
And she said, it's like time to enjoy it all. So I want to enjoy it all, no matter what we're doing, no matter
Right.
what we're working on.
Okay.
So choose the words that really speak to you and how you want to feel. So I don't know if foresight can help you feel more in control.
It does. It does for me.
Is that right? So I think that's
sure.
it's a grounding word
Yes.
for
Mhm.
you.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you want to share about the concept of choosing one word?
No, I don't. I mean, it may not be for everybody. I think it's
I think it is actually. I
well,
think
no,
everybody.
we can't just blanket say that
Oh, I
everything
do.
we think is for everybody.
No,
I think it's
I will.
something that people have
I think,
to try for themselves.
but I want to encourage you to do it because the
Right.
thing is,
It's
listen,
not going to hurt you in any
we
way.
said this already. Resolutions, right? Okay. So we resolutions are only something that is, again, if you pick one, again, that's why whenever you pick one goal, pick one word, pick one something that you really could achieve without kicking yourself, like something that's going to ultimately make you feel better, do better. And you're going to experience that because it's going to matter to you.
Hmm.
So, but you do have to commit to it.
Like anything else, you can't. You can kind of talk about
But
it,
you can also
you know.
surround yourself with it. You can write it on post-it notes. You could put it on your laptop. You could put it on your bathroom mirror. You could put it on the back of your mobile phone. You could. There are ways of reminding yourself, okay, that it's possible.
Sure.
So, I'm my goal is to thrive, and every year didn't mean I didn't want to thrive last year. I just really want the moments of this year to be as meaningful as possible. Is that fair?
Noted. Noted.
And you're part of that because you're the relational and pretty much all the other aspects also.
Okay. All right. Are we done?
Yeah. Unless there's anything else you want to share.
No,
That, was there anything else you want to share since the last time we went live?
No, I mean,
I like to stay on topic. but-
certainly, certainly. Let me see if I can. I don't know if it's
All I
too
got to
late.
say is follow your heart. And actually, follow your heart. That was in my post this morning when I had a heart. Well, you don't see me now because there you go. Lots of snow
That's
in Florham Park, New Jersey,
our snow.
on the golf course, Pinchbrook Golf Course.
So, not. I don't.
A little
think
behind the
it's better.
scenes of what Holly and Robert see and enjoy because it really is a beautiful blanket of snow. And it was your first post via your reel, my first post, because that's kind of what we woke up to. Well,
Yes, and now I hope it doesn't snow anymore for the rest of the winter. That's fine.
doesn't matter.
Well, I
It
mean,
doesn't matter. You're trapped with me in here
I
anyway.
guess.
So have an amazing rest of your day, everybody. And we'll be back really soon.
See you this week.
Kiss me.
Kiss you
Kiss me.
again?
The third time, even though you don't remember
No,
the first
we're
time.
gonna have to watch now
Okay.
again.
Okay. Bye, everyone.
See?